Yes, we are in Pennsylvania, Manheim Township, Pennsylvania, to be exact, with dumbass Chief Duane Fisher, who apparently has been placed on administrative leave, but we'll get to that. Here is his swearing in from, I don't know, a year and a half ago, I guess it was.
The Manheim Township Police Department has a new chief. Duane M. Fisher was sworn in on Monday. He's originally from Dover, York County. He previously worked with police departments in York County, Allegheny County, and Westmoreland County. Chief Fisher says he's excited to be a part of the team and looks forward to serving the community.
Looks forward to serving the community. Remember that. Also, I would like to note, 80% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Got your phone in your hand, your laptop, click the button, and we will move along. So, let's see what the good chief is up to now.
Security footage from a Lancaster County shopping center shows the moments a local police chief pulled a gun.
This one is lucky that this one... I gotta be careful because YouTube will strike this channel. Let me just say... double tap comes to mind. This... No markings, no nothing. Even if he did, this guy had no clue this one was walking up behind him. What happens if he has a firearm tucked in his belt? All he sees is a dark car with the door open. Maybe he thinks he's about to get robbed. This one has, there's no way to know until later when he shows a badge to people that walk out the door that this is a cop. Even then, this is ridiculous on so many levels. This one, if they don't pull his certification and never let him do this again, somebody is going to stop this problem. I'm just throwing that out there.
On a 24-year-old motorcyclist last month. Thanks for joining us for Fox 43 News at 5. I'm Amy Lutz. The new video seemingly contradicts prior police reports about the incident.
The video that they don't know is running always contradicts police reports. Who knew? Most people.
And charges have since been dropped. Fox 43's Matt Kleindens joins us live from Manheim Township now with the very latest. Matt?
Amy, on May 2nd, Manheim Township Police announced that they had arrested 24-year-old Benny Pena Rivera after he allegedly shoved Chief Duane Fisher and resisted arrest.
Allegedly, and where was that at? Because the damn dumbass chief didn't bother to think this is behind the business. There might be cameras or I don't know, check.
During a traffic stop a couple days prior. However, Pena Rivera says that the security video tells a different story from that day. This security video shows the moment Manheim Township Police Chief.
This guy has no clue that this idiot is about to walk up behind him. Like I said, what happens if he is in fear for his life, like this one would say, and takes care of the problem? I'm just throwing that out there.
Duane Fisher pulled a gun on a 24-year-old man.
And immediately, he got out and just immediately, I'm just saying.
After an alleged traffic violation.
Now what happens if he has right here, and then these peek out and they're like, oh shit.
If it wasn't for that video, nobody would actually believe what I was saying or anything.
Benny Pena Rivera is demanding answers after this interaction on April 30th landed him in jail and facing multiple charges. Pena Rivera says he was riding his motorcycle to his job at Wingstop prior to the incident and briefly saw Chief Fisher on his way.
I actually saw him on the road on the traffic light that he said that I ran. But
and where's all the video of him running the traffic light, him swerving in and out of traffic, and him driving on the sidewalk? Where's all that video footage at?
Actually wave at me and everything, like, hello, and everything just went normal.
After parking his motorcycle, Pena Rivera was approached by Fisher, who wasn't wearing a police uniform and didn't have his police lights on in his unmarked car.
Not initially, not till he calls for other Blue Line gang members to show up.
I heard it was underground, I will shoot you. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What's the reason for all this to be happening and all? And all of a sudden, I just have a gun on my face, like literally on my face. And then on top of that, he's wrestling with me with the gun and everything. If it wasn't because I actually flee out of the season, I don't even know what would even happen?
Chief Fisher would later turn on his police lights after Penn Rivera fled on foot. In a May 2nd Crime Watch post, police say Penn Rivera ran a red light, rode up on the sidewalk, and weaved between vehicles before being stopped.
Allegedly, where is the footage at? Because trust but verify. No, if it is not on, if you can't see it, it didn't happen. Sorry.
They say he was arrested for ignoring Chief Fisher's orders and using his bike to push him down before running away. On Wednesday, Lancaster County District Attorney Heather Adams announced that they were dropping all criminal charges against Penn Rivera,
Because the chief was completely full of shit.
saying, quote, the Manheim Police Department and the parties agreed to the resolution of charges.
And the parties agreed with the resolution of the charges in this manner based on the facts and circumstances of this case. Had there been no video footage, that kid would be in prison, and the parties agreed. So I'm guessing the resolution is what it is. He's on paid administrative leave, and then they're going to do nothing.
In this manner, based on the facts and circumstances of this case. Penn Rivera says he's calling for Chief Fisher to take accountability for his actions that day.
Good luck with that.
I really want to make justice to go the way it should be, because I don't feel comfortable not even going outside right now or nothing, or even seeing a cop or anything, because at this point I see a cop and I just feel threatened.
Now, within the last hour, Manheim Township announced that they will be launching an investigation into that police incident and have placed Chief Fisher on paid administrative leave. Amy?
All right. Thanks, Matt. We'll, of course, continue to follow the story.
So, the township is going to launch an investigation.
This will eradicate and cure
Hold up.
Alzheimer's.
Really?
The data don't
Stop.
lie. And I'm a data guy. And the future of medicine and healthcare around the globe is going to be dependent on...
Yes, could we?
Security footage from a Lancaster County shopping center.
Can we just stop? So, the township provides the law enforcement, so they're going to, sounds a lot like investigate themselves. I don't know. Let's see where it goes.
We have some new video, shocking to some, showing the moments after a Lancaster County biker was pulled over by an off-duty police chief. And look what happens. He pulls out his weapon immediately. Tonight, we have a release saying police are now investigating all this. The chief has been placed on administrative leave. Meanwhile, charges have been dropped against the motorcycle
He left out the paid part.
rider who was initially accused of shoving the police chief. Today, CBS 21's Maxine Rose got a chance to talk to that man who was pulled over at the very place where this all happened in Manheim Township.
Benny Penn Rivera was on his way to work an extra shift on his day off here at Wingstop. This is where everything happened, in the back here. And he tells me today that he is lucky that that camera right there caught everything he says happened.
If that video wouldn't be there, I wouldn't know what would have happened. I don't think I would have been even talking to you at this point.
Manheim Township Police Chief Duane Fisher caught on camera pulling a gun out on 24-year-old Benny Penn Rivera during a traffic stop.
He didn't have no lights, he didn't have no badge, he was on civil attire, and all of a sudden, all I hear is on the ground, or I will shoot you. And I was like, oh my God, like, what's going on?
But I did question the cop. He did manage to put his badge on. He turned his lights on, and then he called it in.
Of course, we call that too little too late.
On Wednesday, charges of aggravated assault, resisting arrest, and evading arrest dropped. But before the release of this video, Manheim Township Police told a different story. Police alleged Penn Rivera repeatedly ignored orders to turn off his motorcycle and that he shoved the police chief before running away.
It would have just took a second for him to just shoot. After that, he just tried to shove me out of the bike and everything.
Yes, and whose word do you think they're going to take? My guess would be the crooked-ass chief. My dad used to say when I was little, you made your bed, now you laying it. Yes, for everybody but them.
And that's why I try to get out of the way so he doesn't shoot me at all.
And next thing I know, the officers pulled up at his house. The moment he walks out, he gets locked up.
Meanwhile, Penn Rivera says he's still fighting the traffic violations that led to this whole thing. Manheim Township Police said they were in the area when they noticed the motorcycle without a PA plate.
The motorcycle had no plate.
Officials alleged that they then saw Penn Rivera run a red light.
Where is the video footage of all this? Well, I see a camera right there. Seems like it would have triggered a red light. I'm just saying. Tickets
and
and shit.
illegally pass vehicles before driving onto the sidewalk
Wait, you can't pass vehicles? I'm confused about that. I pass them all the time.
without a turn signal.
All they're saying is pretty much
No turn signal. Well, that did it. The no turn signal. He should be in prison. That was a joke.
false. I really need to get justice because of this, because if this happened to me, I don't even know how many people has been already on his hands, and it wouldn't be on the same situation or worse.
Penn Rivera tells me he is suspended from his job right now, which means he's unable to support his family. He does tell me he plans on filing a lawsuit, and the township tells me that the chief is on paid administrative leave pending an investigation.
She remembered the paid part.
In Lancaster County, Maxine Rose, CBS 21 News.
Alrighty, so what do the comments have to say? A lot of them don't have comments. No comments on that one. So, where do we go from here?
While Manheim Township Police Chief Duane Fisher is now currently on paid administrative leave.
They keep saying that. Let's look. Okay, this is the government salaries. You can go, they're all public record. Duane M. Fisher, Lancaster, Manheim Township. Duane Fisher, overview. In 2024 was employed at the township and had an annual salary of $141,116 according to public records. This salary was 297% higher than the average and 1,747% higher than the median salary in the township. Manheim Township Lancaster records show that Duane held a job of police chief from 2023 to 2024. Wait, we're in 2025 now. Well, 25 hadn't came out yet. Never mind. In the year 2024, Duane Fisher's salary was 15% higher than the average police chief salary in the state of Pennsylvania. 2024, police chief, $141,116. I didn't go to the payment plans. 2024, number of employees, 542. Average annual wage, $35,581. Median annual wage is $7,640. And I wasn't doing all that because you click on it and it goes, it's some more bullshit. Anyway, here's Pennsylvania, highest paid, same job title, and then you can click over to United States. City of Oklahoma City, $327,483. Dallas, $306,000. Virginia. Anyway, that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at Pennsylvania. That's where we're at with that one. Here's some co-workers. Anyway, he makes $141,116 a year. Do you think he gives a shit if he's on paid administrative leave? He does not.
We did just find out that the new acting chief of this department is Senior Lieutenant Brian Fries. And this will continue to be the case until the conclusion of the internal investigation into the incident. But many other questions about the investigation still remain.
Raise your hand if you think any damn thing is going to happen to this chief of police, because I'm going to keep up with this and we're going to see that if you think anything's going to happen to him, you are wrong.
Oh, I'm incredibly thankful that no one was hurt, but damn, that was irresponsible.
Duncan Hopkins with Lancaster Stands Up says this video was a topic of conversation at a community town hall on Thursday night about policing.
I want to know why the off-duty police chief had a gun on him in the first place.
Well, because they're going to tell you, well, cops are cops 24 hours a day. They can have a gun on them anytime they want to. That's exactly what the answer is going to be.
I want to know why he ended up in the situation where he was running towards the motorcycle.
Yes, that would be where all their dash cam and other body cams can come into play. We would all like to see that.
With his gun out. I want to know also what is being done within the Manheim Township Police Department and what are other police departments doing looking at the situation to make sure that this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
I did ask the township manager today what exactly is being investigated and by who. I also reached out to every person on the Board of Commissioners for the township, and not one person has replied to any of my.
Nobody is surprised about that.
Request. In a statement provided to me by the Lancaster County District Attorney Heather Adams, she confirmed her office is not investigating the chief's use of force. She writes the office determined that the actions did not rise to a level of a potential criminal act.
Now, if the chief is getting off of his little motorbike and somebody comes up to him with a gun, does that rise to the level of a potential criminal act? They have all got to go. I'm just saying, they got to go.
I asked if this applies to the off-duty chief, and she said yes, because he is a police officer acting within his jurisdiction. She also wrote whether the use of force or tactics used during the traffic stop was within or against policy, training, or best practices is the sole determination of Manheim Township.
Is the sole determination of Manheim Township. Now, I'll give you 3 guesses and see if you can figure out who provides law enforcement. Yes, that would be Manheim Township. That sounds a lot like we investigated ourselves and well, you know how that goes.
Now, something else to note, I did reach out to Benny Pena Rivera. That's the man in that video with Chief Duane Fisher on the motorcycle. I reached out to his attorney today to ask what's next. He tells me that they are considering a civil suit, and currently a civil rights law firm is evaluating the case, and they should know more next week if they're going to move further with that. As for all of my other inquiries on the day with Manheim Township and the manager there, I will let you know as soon as somebody gets back to me. In Lancaster County, Sarah Metz, WGAL News 8.
Yes. Cancel that. Thank you, sir. Any comments on this one? Comments are turned off. There's a shock. It is not. Anyway.
The Manheim Township Police Department has on Monday.
That's where we're at with this dumbass. You can't make this up. I mean, you can. At this point, it's just getting old. Anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, like 80% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Got your phone in your hand, you're at your laptop, click the button, and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.